Jona Yamwakaba Edo Aba Adom TV Pampaso Jumedi so every song say enyumre and sama hodwa edisi ebisa enho ensem no yeti ho konya na ebenje ho enese ebitumi enya anoyi eye firi sama hodwa ni ho dia akwakoba enese omampani John Dramani Mahama abra emabunu ewo wiase nyina ye hye wo mo ho fa na yakai wo mo no otwa sika boten e de ato ho se betumi aboa mabunu ewo man gan mu etumi e de abo mo abra kai sabe ya kese ehon se mwasha se AP e ba se wetumi akọ na onsa akaske ya nyime e ka wan se taka e de acho ne ahwe ebi susu se anhwe ya na we yakọ akọ se sada e gi da ne bi na akọ akọ ye lutan she nyime behwe sa se mi se de se eye nokre ananse eye nokre we dey Kofi Adoma awani producer and welcome Kofi Ampedu anything ni mo kwa ba ye twa mo ba ye ba Madam Penifa, you know, more shower, now you can so far about
The Youth Policy Implementation Plan will be launched.
Ebusa ye twan kwaje yabo afọ nkrato yakwa akonom ye nso afa hebati aba eni ntia bra so se ye hwe ensem ahodo a ewo ho a edise ebisa eho ensem na ene empanifo amene wo mu ahia Kobifiagbe eye managing editor edema the Ghanaian Lens de obokrata no wasan eka wo mu ekasa edema aban eho Kobi enwe mo ajo
na woni wana kon so afa hebati no
so afa no mene matifo
Msemi kaudi because manu wa mabibi ya
like mema obi e bebi a
afisha pa
afin kometo e sha ya che papa e bebi a mema obi anom
mi dase
mate sanso na eyeye nua sakasali enso eka NPP amanyoko wo mo ekasa e de ma party no de tene se ne wo mu nyina ya mabunu enti baba dwen mabunu ho de ya he se de sitie chaka empomba kwa de
enua
ahwade ho
yo hopa
yo ya hwe se de me di ka di tu dwa no yes eno ene anamo a omampani atu ebisi yes another chop ebisi yes a better way a beboa emabunu no ye ni kan ti omampani ensem a odi tudwa abra na wiase nyina e hyefa e de aka emabunu na enseti ento no menhwe se wei eye sika e beboa mabunu no anansa anhwe a omanfo bi ebedi ne kwa.
The Youth Policy Implementation Plan will be launched, I promise you, on the occasion of Africa Youth Day this year. In my last meeting with the Council of State last year, the distinguished members of the Council bemoaned the increasing lack of patriotism, selflessness, and nationalism among Ghanaians. I urge the Education Ministry to upscale the teaching of responsible citizenship and nationalism in our school curriculum. New World Bank facility, a provision for financing an additional 23 new community day schools has been made. This will bring to 73 the new schools under construction. Under the same facility, provision has been made to continue our program of expanding infrastructure in existing secondary schools. And a significant percentage of our working population now has the opportunity to work and go to school at the same time. While all these are good for our youth, we must be mindful of both the quality of education that is provided and also the disciplines that are offered in the institutions of higher learning. Our youth can remain assured that government will continue in its efforts to rebrand technical and vocational education and give it the important attention and support it deserves in the development of our nation. The Labour Office will also be rebranded into the National Employment Center. These centers, which will be scattered across the 10 regions of Ghana, will maintain a database of young people and their skill sets and make it easier for employers to search online for any human resource they require. It is also our intention to give employers who employ from this database tax breaks in order to incentivize them to do so.
People who are committing serious crimes are no longer adults. They are youth. And we should begin to ask ourselves serious questions. The enormity of challenges we face requires that the country thinks anew in the manner we address issues affecting young people. The longer it takes us to act and repair the damage caused by youth crime, the more lives we may lose to youth crime. The celebration of International Youth Day today provides all of us a unique opportunity to reflect on the challenges facing young people and the urgent need to look at youth development as a national security issue.
We your mampani and a penny a one and a sabri a mabunu a kuayasha that is a woman sent to mabunu and semahodo wada ano and a uti woman rasmubarak and a film mampani John Dramani Mahama Eddie and Eddie can ebaino. Now mention same free Kobe so Kobe fund no a shas ye buy a nipani bishas ye bu wa quanta say and I'm on to a year to a no and sha na aqua isika ye bechedi na ye muson faso mini kan ye wadwen ewo anamo a oban no tu e de afasa isika ho
yo mi da si na me chia tiefo me chia me nua ama a oye o center on kra no me chia no so pa o se mi chia no ti me chia no
oh okay
na emwa se me nua onwani asem kese we aba Ghana no a ye be tenase na ya hwe ekwan a e be faso ma emabo no be nya advantage and take advantage of it. Rather, we are thinking negative even before the process rolls out. When we do this, we drag ourselves back.
And your lessons,
you see, what we do to ourselves is that rather than projecting the positivities of things that we are doing for ourselves as a nation, we tend to draw ourselves back and rather create the negative forces around those things. I think it's not helpful to us as a nation. I'm not saying that people should not be cautious. I'm not saying that people should not raise questions. But I'm saying that this is the time that we should be pushing intimacy the number assessing in fana office no war what are the processes then the qualification no those things we are not telling the people those things. Rather we are trying to discredit the program even before it runs, so that emabuna was say yenina ya bua na omunya sa access no any knowledge no any information na ebema omu access sai no na enu ayira and I think say when we have chances like this, let's use it. So where is the fund located?
We have details now.
We have only 1 hour. And out of that 1 hour, we have 15 minutes to do
initial comments. Gentlemen debate and on and but when they say Sikanababwa and Concoye, Yeni Ebimuni
Master Mamika Semchro. Say you be cautious. Say you be raising questions. Say, oh, na it is saying. But the important thing here is say, has a fund been established for the youth of Ghana? Yes, a fund has been established. Has the processes been outlined? Clear. Say, or say, if I so ne ADG scanner, what's inside energy that? It is true, say,
and you know, central for my fund, and also a home some more.
In central for your mamma fund, and you central for your Mukoya Samakoji laptops, and a binimu, and ye binimu, and so for Agi laptops. And let's go specific. Say, as some back, as some new one. Yeah, yes, the Bia, we not just said, we are dear now, we are. We can't continue to do that to ourselves. We can't continue to do that to ourselves. Again, no, this and the president is very, very clear on his in his remarks. And say what boy and one ball lunch, no, a youth day, no, a celebration, no, clear guidelines has been set as to how the fund should be assessed. And a board has been set up that will manage the process. And then idea obi befa nchen akọfa sika bi atuni bottom. It is totally. And this is also not something that is meant for NDC youth and I say MPP youth. It is for the youth of Ghana.
Abena sewa bonsu ko fital ko to speak chi. Mati mekache.
Mekache se mekanguna. Madovo banawa.
Mintio.
So you understand what I'm talking about? Yes, it is good to be cautious. Yes, it's good to raise questions like this. But I'm saying, this is a project that has just been set up. A project, started. And a project, the processes have been outlined. I mean, a handbook, no crap, unya be ponkai.
Manya be a kind, my kind soft copies in Libya.
But hard copy, the unya. You may not even have had access to the information on it as to how people should assess these things and all these things. And so when you have information now, you will see clearly say that question say, oh, create root and share. No, it is totally irrelevant.
Remember also now for your book, near her guidelines.
Yeah, but
you see a channel for Saka remember also.
Yeah, Muchetia phone yeah, first of all, no, not me wish to say we would succeed. I wish say SAR program, yes, program we know. I wish as an MPP member and as a Ghanaian, no, me wish to say and succeed. But as much as I may wish to say succeed, I mean something rings in my mind. There is a big bell ringing. Actually, say you don't have to trust these people. By evidence of Nyama Amuya in the past, actually say there's no way this one will succeed. That is my sadness. One, you in the past, yes, to say, oh, I
exams, and I'm a failure, and I'm a receipt. Does it mean say receipt now make fail?
No, exam is different from this particular one. You see, we are talking about same characters, whose character and weighing to mean change it. For character, it takes a long time before one can change it. And change is very, very difficult in human being. And you cannot just take one day to change, a mindset of these people. The reason why I'm saying is, say, in this regard. Me pay say, succeed. But the point of the matter is that, one, say, from the very beginning, say, this is not a committed program. We have manifesto program. Manifesto program, so if you want to implement it, you implement it from the very onset, especially if you believe, say, youth is very, very important in your scheme of things. Say, even from the very word go, we started our program now. 2 years down the line, and even this one, launching or more launching. That is one. Secondly, your programs be to say JIDA. JIDA is about the youth. It's youth program. You know, the course of JIDA, where a year and Kasasika, a Zoom Lion for just one group of company, any Adams group of company. JIDA when Adams group of companies, Omuji about 51 million. Up to now, I mean, JIDA is not a loan, a bank that gives loan, but almost say Sika at the mom, or the mom will say J, and almost so G.
But they're the same situation today.
I'm coming. Me child the entire me what that's skepticism. Me so say and succeed, because it's the same group of people under the same president with the same, cohorts. So what the American? That is what I did that. Then it's 71 for Zoom Lion, 71 million. Where you cry, you say you might be no more. Omu discount na ye ko hu say omu discount na ye be so say na ska we yo say ye the Zoom Lion for Busian. These are some of the things. That one, individuals, 71 million. Another one, 51 million. So, over 120 million. Now, who call ye only 10 million? Say the whole Ghana, no? Who make the whole Ghana youth? Which is made up of about 33% of the population. I think that these people are not serious. Apart from where I make there were other funds concerning even the youth. There were youth in agri program. So youth in agri program, no. Up to now, we be able to catch them in Nipa outside NDC or to me assess that program. It's never. I'm telling you on records that you wait.
Who has assessed that fund?
Wait.
Mention
youth in a great program.
Can you mention somebody
even
in NDC who has assessed that
tractors
fund?
cry at the back. Tractors are at the back. Say, farmers. At the end of the day, enya yerga muna umuyi 5 ne bagbe muna muyi 5 6 na nyama. Who within the MPP was able to assess it? And almost for NDC regional chairman and almost chairman. These are some of the things that we are talking about. Look, this 10 million. No, but let me we are on this point. We are on this point. You see, one of the reasons why America say ain't succeeding also, it is not a total true program. It's nebulous. It's like an amorphous situation. No, because it fits into the whole thing. Even time I'm the launch away now. What you say? They just want people to see something, to hear something. Because we will program, PSS program, succeed. I don't have to wait for World Youth Day to implement, to start with the program. Secondly, President Kasano, or Sankachira said, even youth policy, youth policies since 2010, there is no even, your friend saying, action plan to drive the youth policy. President Kasano, they are okay. Or see, you action plan also. They are waiting for Africa Youth Day to launch it. I mean, these are not serious.
About so Kweko Christian say NDC communicators move fa kwan bia so justify niema abane ya eko achina but come here whether justification and
I say that the topic itself is not helpful because what he has done right now, he is going to force me to reply because I must reply. Onim, first of all, when we're talking about Jospon Group or Zoom Lion, their relationship with government agencies like MMDAs and all those things that relate, it is as a result of contracts that the MPP signed with them. You know it. Unim. Say, these are contractual relationships that you signed. Unim. Maybe Pona can Japan boof we say, then Omu signing a forward contractor, Sikaba. MMD's this is assembly spare or say ye bulk informal Zoom. You understand? So when you are talking about these things, as if say Obi and Abba, you have signed a contract with the people and somebody is honoring a contract and you are sitting here creating a certain impression. Secondly, or see a friend say a youth in agriculture, MPP ni ben enyae na me see on board one NDC when to me on board. You understand? That is the kind of thing that they do. That is why they will just go around throwing things into the air, throwing this. But when you come and push them to specifics, they will not be able to point to any specific. Again, already issue say we no more na more we no more na nipa no. Goodness me, Master. I am not going to do it for that as if said to say it is true said your kind because I could have made reference to things that have happened. But if I do that, it will be as if said me accept said your kind and untina but you understand? This is a government that has been able to show say they can investigate its own officials and prosecute its own officials and they are being prosecuted. Unlike MPP, Omubai Kachira say if they investigate their own President Gufo nenum to say yen ma ban no me ti bibi fa me ma so for one me fan to dwa me di to dwa me say oh massa we have the tape you know it is true you know it is true so tell me enough of that is why I told you that the topic is not helpful to you that is your understanding
because
then we are going to go into those matters you understand so if you want to talk about the government that is fighting corruption this is a government that is fighting corruption not the one that says me the betu dwa e be bom aban enti me fan to dwa
yemra ne me yes project no sika ye dey ba 10,000 o calculate here ceiling na ye dey ma no 50,000 and to calculate here be the whole country need part 200 and a bit to me access sika no seed money I dey be administrative way say anyway and no one year gray area kakra 200 and mabunu and a benya a bit to me abwa
again there is a misconception there until America says wunya ina anka ubenya at intiasie first of all a project that is again also or a mistake we say 33% of the population is youth. This is true, but then that money is not sufficient for all of them. It is not meant for everybody. It is meant for people, and I mean,
all of them are industrious. All of them, which is
but it is not interest. And never qualify at any particular time. Your criteria say maybe, excuse me, who can apply? You must be a Ghanaian citizen, no more than 35 years old. Fine. You must have completed at least JHS. You must have a business plan or idea. Your business plan or idea must create at least 5 jobs. There be over to me. The proposed business must be in Ghana.
Creating jobs, but employing 5.
It is. If you are employed them, you haven't to give them jobs.
Okay.
Haven't to create jobs for them. Masa. It must not be in alcohol related or tobacco, weapon, or those narcotics and those things. And you must be prepared to come and explain your these things. And your proposals, no. And yes, would you quite a same that Sabra, the Jessica Fako, Nekoye, or so bet she said, Ukra, a Jumana, a dear now, will be to Casapena on course school that qualification GHS Yakai, it is also part of the reason to encourage education. Yet, see, we must encourage our people to be educated. And this is part of the process. Bomodiana at least JHS. And there is no end to education. Mamibianya over 40 years, not at class 1 or class 3, or senior dear. And that is the thing. The idea is we are encouraging everybody to get access to education. At least then maybe you might look at Maslock or other funds that are available. But for this particular one, and you must be at least a JHS student. But even that one, so when you a big crier, obi a call JHS, now we need partner because it is allowed for partnership. And when your partnership, no, that's the other partner, no, or at least JHS, you would be considered, your project will be considered for and I consider a project now would be and a say project a project ye demand a bema a jumaba a project a demand young uncle was a craniama and your crabeton crabeton and yet near a bebwa ma and numana or moye say papa no ye what are the FFF organ I say so obi a developing concept say obe brandy atade na what marketing na that kind of thing would be given a push because that will create jobs. It will create a market for the person who has done the design, and we can even export those things. So these are the things that we are talking about. And I was say, first of all, I was say we are JHS, I was say we are more than 35 years because it's targeted at the youth. And you know, we are say why your business proposal no? What shows say business proposal I mean by at least minimum 5 people met to me I employ almost say me nya capital na me dey start here na afi na dey wo quantity mu ntitiye no be kire o senia ye fa ye business senia dey running no o tax due responsibilities ni keka ho nyina ni ye wi a ya ma obi a owo sa adwuma no mu sa field no a ono owo nimdie o mu no ya ma wo se ono ne wo mentor ono se bibi chiri wadwen a wobekọ no ho na oni na kodin komo se bibi anchiri wadwen kra na se wopese o da ene anama ene aha na meduro oh okay kwan we fa we say na e fe no mentorship na wa mentor na wa guide o so that business will grow and
the oil mentor ne betu anaka
eno e ho de me need side information but I believe say most business people in Ghana are mentoring a lot of young business people without taking money.
Mentor, yeah, consultant too.
Indirectly. Consultancy is different from mentorship.
Indirectly, no.
Me just say consultancy is different from mentorship.
Yes, but
mentorship wafa wo say ne ba. And until ni interest ni say that you know onu so beka say me san wo mbi na papa ya say. Enti na ni nyina ni infraso obenya so da ache no eson sensika a enne ye de betua no enti minji ndi se ni nyina ni se sika se mumye hwe sika no sika ho hia but do baby a nyema bi sumbo si sika on dem che no ha enti ye mouse mentorship ni wi a ye mouse mentor na all guide wi a secretariat no so no obema wo ye fe no business advisory services from time to time no ombeba omoni mentor be din komo ombeba wo ye hwe wo books no mu nyema to say business e wa kasa wo de o but only say to make sure say you are applying sound business principles to disbursement of the funds that has been given you. And then you say, "Uji first thing now kowari, second now kotoka, third now kot high three flag."
And then you ma ben sa no be to me adwen ho aye say bia metie na metumi trust scripts, metumi acting movie bi, e bia metumi aye oyomi part 1, 2 and 3.
So unya ye sa script no. Now what to me the ko na your friends say criteria na omo ho na efiti say oh sa e we say no e bet to me create 5 at minimum of 5 jobs na e bet contribute so much to the economy and therefore good it has the potential to expand sa say wow sa script no a bet to me ama wa establish a movie industry and now be a guru in the movie industry you will be qualified. But basically, no, but the agro processing, the agricultural value chain. On say, you can say, you drew bumper season, tomatoes, akumada, angloga, keta, baby, you tomatoes, no, a pro, a sequa. And to say, what to me develop idea be, say, me fa kwa wesu. Nama processing tomatoes away and I'm a fat one way suit nama cane and I'm a fat one way suit nama yese na maybe abwa nama creating market for these things now lean season this will be available and those kind of things now you qualify.
Okay,
you understand? Apart from agro processing, you know the service sector and also say what to me share business opportunities in the service sector now see oh okay see MTN money transfer na buy but me the way me dream say me the way kakra bi kan one about increasing value no ama about return say but me create jobs for about 5 or 6 or 10 people now not all the bar they will look at it it is an value addition and enya adwuma
okay mama we scenario me share advantage bi your friend na no obo ade na ono oche kakape ya
nini ma de friend
kakape aunt tuntum na omutimi kawo otimo say omo ebi mo ho bon won sa aunt na oche omo na ode omo ye bitters enye alcoholic but ode omo gu ensuo mu ni ade a wase wonom a very healthy stroke ni ade nyina yi free ho osan ye other things
so and we are medicinal
medicinal
I'm sure it will fit into that because it is part of the agro local industry base
anti agro no so be ensenfufo alcoholic
alcoholic say wa woni say ensenfo alcoholic ukoto na bi na no odi Guinness gu mi say na oboye
da be no
na no de no
confession be na ayo no sa no Ultimate phrase.
Oh yeah, oh me cut aqua first time na me konya be fine but ebo and me recommend him all be what would you make sure okay and see those are not okay. But what to make sure say
they say ultimate convince me it is
important. The important thing is not what is on paper.
I say unim unim because school na me per maths but I say 1 + 1 you 2 oko England you 2 but the babrofo obrofo a twere na enye me de amatwere na enye wo de afi no bet na ho aye we complex that me that convince you be a board okan a e be lack
onim de entia ehun hia pa
message about
ma on dabi tie na obi na obi atie sa question wo kodun so o twen answer na answer na kodun so mtima me ya no
quick
onim me tina say no e bia me ni business idea bi but metumi abe hu e bia wo onim sa ne ma no but won qualify nti na watro business proposal bia ma me enam say enye media no nti no menim na ni inside out nti eno sa no ye de sika no koma me a wan hwe na makose sika no nti say wo ba na obetena se na wo kire say o adwuma no minimu idea no me akasa me idea nti say a ho na wo be convince enye brofo na wo be tru ana say wo ntro o do ho na afi wo kasa say oh na we nti wo see we 500 Ghana cedis then I 500 Ghana cedis oh na wa kire say meto trap we meto we say na na je say wo
me about so je say
na afi na is kan ma wa
nu matumi a check ne nsem
because nipa na wo
ko yo pa masa oba yo bo ama o
nipa na wo ko share omo no omo ye nipa a omo wo field no omo ye friend say a book cratchy
me da say am akwa Evans say another cash for the boys when chi and odi we free e buy and we the Richie appear was say most people in BA without education womo and womo very good in farming pa womo to me employ more than nipa be 10 doesn't mean say
they are not qualified.
They are not qualified. Amwako Evans was say ask Kobe what is happening to SADA, JIDA and other youth programs. As I say yes,
again, let's not mistake JIDA with this program.
Okay. Terry Sergio was say
JIDA is supposed to give a temporary 2-year job that you are on a certain allowance. It is not a process to train you for anything.
Medase advocacy Paul also a frame price so kwa ba was ko feed the brain behind the yes and the policy in here and your bad cry name be so and sa ban chop yi o hope say policy e be ye adena mu bi was adwen say enye ye
yeah to say make canon nyama o kan nyina na otimu say is enye nyama obetima ga say oh enye per se but to say medical economy most of them is about or more track record of fulfilling their own promises and you know almost everybody in obia once you are coming to do a program no obe my program now are looking nice you know in the eye of the public you get the point that is exactly what they decided to do but even with that a shortfall of certain things because say who say obia on ko JSS or no there or not qualified. That is another form of discrimination. JHS. JHS. That is JHS. It means it's the same. It's the same. It's just it means that no qualified. But who check the definition of youth? Whether you go school, whether you are or your bemanu we now once who within the category age category. The rationale doesn't matter here. The rationale doesn't matter here. What encourage education? What encourage education are because you want people who can be industrious or employ because you want to create jobs, irrespective of whether it's a nipa no school or now because for all you know, nipa na over employ no be mu cry be school sin or no on school but employ an accountant or be yejuma na amano. Into why are you saying say nipa no he has to be know all and you say nipa no know all even you can learn even within the way you know papa mo or be more school but some of the things are we can't compare ourselves to them. So when it comes to business, it has nothing to do with say you are not qualified, you are qualified in all those things. And besides, but my point is that say genuine. Say they want to help the youth. To say first of all, it's not about choosing certain days to get publicity. That is one. Secondly, a fan also, you don't have to create another whole bureaucratic system. Best chopping into the money. Say, do a ceremony or the board of trustees. No, no problem with him. I'm talking about the bureaucracy. Because he's a leader. What is your problem? He is a leader. That is the reason why I'm saying so. It's not. I don't have any personal problem with him. But I'm saying, you don't have to create another bureaucratic system. I will be employ a whole person to the presidency just because of this 10 million. the government could have given. No, I mean it's just. To say Ludwig say $10 million, but it has proven say 10 million cities. Or more, I can say it's kind of quite inadequate. But I'm saying, I'm saying, say, if they were interested, we have banks that they could have just given this money to and say that use expertise and screen people who come with business proposals.
And common farmer banks.
Bank specifically for that.
That
will give credibility, because I will feel more comfortable, writing a proposal to the bank than to give it to write a proposal to a Saka.
Say good proposal. Now try the quad DNA say
no, the make say by evidence of Omuni. I'm not disqualified by age. You don't know my age. You see, me say Omuni by the Omuye in the past. Tells you say, look, your friend say the current Ashanti Regional Deputy Regional Minister. Ye ko Brazil kwa o say oh omu na omu wi no mo power nti ye kwa omu besisa omu NDC people like ko nti omu dey every opportunity be a back for the nation. They want to ensure say NDC people must benefit. So what I say?
Let's talk that.
Oh no. I'm not saying they shouldn't benefit.
Let's talk that.
But no. Listen to me. Listen to me. We are not saying say
so what?
We are not saying say why when you were calling no keep quiet when you were talking please
let's not create them
be fair to Saka
even though say a lot of them were not in good taste. You see, you create a bureaucratic system and even choose say lead the whole way. Partisan, real partisan people. And say if even they go and choose somebody say nipa way or a political or belonging to political party or belonging to political party and now even trustees and a board of trustees now if they are diligently chosen from the various political parties and or more politicians it will give some modicum of some credibility to Wayne. But then you will still go and choose among yourselves. Say, this is the fund we should all apply. I'm telling you, people will apply, but at the end of the day, it has to take political colors.
When the party be idea
who need NDC political ID card or
they qualify party card and
let me tell you, more than thousands and thousands of people will qualify. Because I mean, for sure, Obia business proposal and Obia also will qualify. But now it will now come to who do you know amongst Gofono. That is how it's going to be. Because this is not the first time. And I but I'm saying, sir, the government itself is not serious about the youth development. They have shown with their deeds and everything. No, what they know best, when they talk, this is just a clear cut a case of loot, create and loot and share. Because I am not for a moment want to say the idea is not a good idea. But I'm saying they should have fine-tuned it and knowing who they are and knowing the cynicism Ghanaians say what if they were genuine to help Ghanaians, the Ghanaian youth, they would have used certain individuals who do not have political catalyst to ensure that this become a success. No. If you choose him, some people will have problems with that. He himself will not even accept it.
Ceiling 10 million Ghana cedis. Ceiling no went to me and try a year 50,000. Edinti ubu hon konta na kese roughly bibia kwasa de ese kwa nipa be 200 e wo my Ghana mu na wo benye se sika ni bi obi a proposal ye fine kwan ben so ene be fa so a ye be yi eno any criteria se say ye bisa se e ba ne sa wo mo enum so afa herbal tea ene be yi wo mo ana se wo mo he Pampaso ene be yi wo mo intwa ho enya boafo enkrato emrasisi a ye ba ye beto aso Yabuafo enkrato ya san aba ya Pampaso dwumadi eso na ye de ensem ebro yes sika yetwa ede tsi ho ye de beboa emabunu na ye de ho enkomo minim se de wadwen eye wo ede fa ho nemom news justin HS Openi Isaac Edubuahen former managing director Emma Ghana Post eda ya wansori bema abusua yako Openi Isaac Edubuahen former managing director of Ghana Post Arahosemwa Basisia Enno. But nipa wo problem kakra. Say from me job. Ose Kofi bisa ko bisa adan. Wo mo ko school nkwa na to aba edema NDC na wo mo nkwa na Ghana for asika no che one ko school a unya bi. Charles Akwa was say but Kofi NDC will gain profit and suffer. Mama Ghana abre. Was it tell Kobi to make steady for Saka to talk abena say wabo so say NDC for ne anoden. Kwesi banker was Kofi let Kobi know that some people have not been to class 1 but they know more and so more than so-called doctors and professors now. They do be yanisi womusun and Kwesi comes was Kofi this job for the boys ana me de me hunu no enya de a ebetumi aboa na wo de ebae 0302211705 ana 706 030221 0302211705 and answer 706 ubetumi afre na afi waba mu bi na do adwen chaba akwasi nyame che Emmanuel Kofi why do you always say gloomy words towards everything sir anyway bibi anywhere ya na asesa until we were here social home crime Frank yeah okay Frank was I'm disappointed in the NDC man. He is struggling to defend his own party policy. Franco Oaxim and with the way by yeah Kwesi banker was it the so-called land people are killing us in the country. They think they know. Omufi said womunim so omo and a high and my ganemo. Echo browser was a nice show. Pampaso mo boy juma eye. Honorable Siedu any kind of fan. Honorable Yamwajanime.
No, yeah, many are good. Now, so what to say?
Yameda Shisha Minia, Mintio.
You, when they were better for me, Tiamon, they not. Kofi, the Americans say yes, dear, that's a Libya, yes, I want a brother. It's a positive. Now, yes, and also, simply be I'm the Kaka, Meka found and say, if you are gonna be a soon or many my then I had the no be a church, Yami Adom, not say, it's a study beba. Now be positive, and I say yes, sir. And can you be a vampire? Said about no. Now I can't be who you are. I say, yeah, you are no MPP for. Yeah, among comment and the Debiano. I come because I know money a cunyaso and a mua bema. And Cardeno, a bay you pack and say, yeah. At the end, you are ever brew, you are not because of saying no price position. That's your bar, no mumma behind. Now you have as well, my young coin, you do part.
That's it. Honorable Prince, will you go? Found trust. Honorable Yamayo.
Kofi Adoma, Mawene, South Africa, Boga, Akra, many are not from Kazim Puri.
Yamida Susham, you're holding up our Prince Mintio.
Kofi Ubadman, I'm sure what it is. Namicha for. Namaba, when should they meet me and Tia, and meet me coming and then Waunitia, original chairman, and not keeping a chairman name, or let me chairman. My video. We am the opening people in Kasai. Or say, I'm going to say, no, 1 year, I'm not going to send this from Guana, get this kind of question with him. Now, 7 days that I will simple people will say, don't blame Woody. And now, if you make a bank, make a bank about protect you. Because Keva and who's a mouthful will a bank. Let me do a Musa manager. I am president of Mama, see you to your manager's call Banga. Now, tell the manager, so me question war me free one. The Messi Musa open here to one now, what take it to Muse. Now, my comments on the first one make many sense because and this is the young and you have to Obama president, your mama. I'm going to make you look so. I'm going to have a sword there. I'm going to see answers. I'm going to yet one born 2 times 50. Yeah, but so that's 80 years for because 8 years for. If you know 29 years, I make sure what I say in the years
yankasa mo nkɔ bank nkɔnkɔ yi o so sɛ saa de asɛ ne nka bank si ayɛ ma anwumere ya memfa me next caller gacho yɛmoayo
Kofi Adoma Wangwani, Kofi Udino, Honamfe, never be able to say.
Nyame Adom gacho. O free na yentio.
If there is a quiet number two, there is a powerful in our Somatia. Now, I am a Konya, dear Mamma, Chia, Nabo Sumala Ibrahim. Our Waso, Nafi Matia, champion man Kokuba, on the Soa Contamra. Now, Kofi, I say my more credit in Yama, I need a sack of food. Now, one who low bed excavator issue. I tell you, dear Kid Kofi, if you see Ebola, Sana, yes, Yakoyo, one. Na why dear buy a sat down then cranny and can't once in ye. No credit ever compare Oman Penny, not uncle for your movie. Yet movie, I have the 2 years and so.
Nana say, over me, Yamajo.
Mr. Santimampo.
Santimampo. Moya, dear Ba, Motim when him share a means you.
Me a pianina, make someone agree.
Yeah, Joseph.
Now, me say a group processing. Tea. Matati Echigary. Now, me young more party. Me shafi a feeling after me installing machine. It is a minute quite a dear. Me pass all more information and meet me to the memorandum pay. I come from what of mine.
Let us say that Alex, Yamajo.
Major to many are bear man, welcome to say.
Yamada Susha, that Alex went to.
But then chief Antiman Palmer when you may.
Yajo Mosopa.
Sazuna on our boss mother Bahim, or also Baby and Yasu Bakai, or PNBC chairman in some better Banana home Brasienti. And I'm Yakasa 27 here to Mr. Youth Organizer, it will be unto Mammy. Now, Minia, Yamekan say yes, no, the papa, Abba, Ebebua Ghana, Yipa. Now, Mr. Mampani, Ghana needs 7 years old, you march and say. I bet he said, "Yeah, we have Bruce now soon. Yes, Dawa. And I ran up to before to the Abeshos. I would die. I was in your baby. Do now, you make one thing. If you best say, so ma, any penny, Missy can see Papa, who said the entire what they buy. Yes, I answered the Bay of Buamagana for Abra Bungotti city. It has it.
Also, that's if he ain't 25 for the more fan chain. I can't meet Naka Crabina. Young fanfa, you find out. Kobe, mention him through so, but around here of a Gary processing. Wait, me I qualify.
Oh, why not?
There's alcohol in Gary.
Galley processing. Galley processing.
Quick for 1 minute now.
Oh, I'm going here say you bet acquire you bet faso na ya anya you bet submitting applications no. Was me can watch them tree. Simply submit a business proposal to the Yes Secretariat online or via email or through the post. As soon as the application is received, the Yes Secretariat will give you information. They will notify you that this thing has been received, and then it will be processed. So, if you want to go online, you go to www.yes.gov.gh. Our office also plot number 7, Research Street.
Our telephone number one can never boy.
Telephone number be near. Plot number 7, Research Street, Legon here, Oponglo area. And Bibiania, we mostly, especially where we kita phones, most phones are on the internet. So you just Google, just go to www.yes.gov.gh. Gov near gov.gh. While you go there, open information now open in a soon as a over submitting will be now I submit it now the start processing amount and mama obia abemu ombo na NHS say when yano this term the next time ubenya and 10 million so no and just the beginning it's just the ceremony.
Okay.
There's more fund
I would suggest as a government no mobile no at hata whatever sikano wayo misikana sprinkle see engine yenji sa sikana nyina asanji zoomla yo ni araji weyi ni nyina na yamfa o masa o kasa o maman kasa adanti na wayo sa o maman kasa what is your problem inti yenji sa sikana nyina na di sa sikana nyina a create a bank na bank no then we'll get trustees oversee. It is a yes, I say we more than even 200 million. Say 200 million now. But besides that, or make it proper is be said for see on investigating we Kufu and Kasa. Kufu was talking about.
No, Kasa. You demo ABC or Pampaso Jumedia. So Sakasali MPP Amanyoko no or can't when communicated them almost answer and I call Bifiabe and so Ebeboy where your managing editor Emma the Ghanaian lens one so assign a can't woman Kasa at the Emma Abayan no home. Medini Kofi Adoma when and then for the first time many way and far and show. Mentadi abamu bi na ya bibia wo pam e de cheme ti me fa ne telephone number ma we bia na e ya ofe na opese wo pam bi ma wa mo ha me motade ya fa ni ma the number is 0266 819002 0266 819002 ubetumi afre no o ya de pa na ompam atade ne bi emfa enhye me producer ene Welbeck Kofi Ampadu me din di Kofi Adoma wonwani obo asefo mo hwe manim memene da ye ba ye PV oben aye no ye ba ye betra from ho ne ba chia mo e wo ho ya beta abusuan nyina achi production team nyina ye beda wo nyina ase na won so a hwe yen etie ne ya da won so ase ama mo ene tie ene hwe